Podcast Network. Hockey is more than a game, it's a lifestyle. It's you, the diehard supportive fans, your favorite players who are on the team you cheer for, and the organization who supports them.
The companies that make your gear, bags, and beer league sweaters. The hockey moms and hockey dads, and everything else that makes this house of hockey your home. Come on in. I'm Breezy.
And I'm Rae.
And this is our house. You ready to do this?
I don't know. I'm scared.
Oh, yeah.
You got a Team USA jersey.
I got a Team USA jersey.
Women's jersey. Women's hockey jersey.
Women's hockey jersey.
But as you all learned last week, she's a Team Canada World Juniors fan. So we're all over the place here, guys.
And usually Team Canada in the Olympics for men, too. They're just more fun. I don't know. Sorry, guys.
I can't. You're American.
I'm basically Canadian. Have you heard my weird accent that I get sometimes?
You are not Canadian. You're American. You live in California. I don't know what's more American than that, everybody. But welcome to the episode 133. I'm one of your hosts, Rae.
I'm your other host, Breezy.
I gotta just, I just have to chalk it up to that's Breezy, right? Like, that's Rae. That's Breezy. She's like Team USA women's fan, Team USA men in the Olympics, and then World Juniors Team Canada.
Okay. Me?
Yeah.
No, I'm Team Canada, World Juniors, Team Canada men's Olympic.
What did I say?
Team USA men's Olympic. No, only Team USA women's hockey.
Got it. Yes, I understand what mistake I made there. Okay, got it.
That's okay. I forgive you.
Did you get a player's name?
I did not.
Okay.
We're just going to do this right now. So, I went to the Team USA versus Team Canada women's game at Staples Center, aka Crypto Center, whatever. Crypto.com. I can't even pronounce it right because I just hate it.
It's horrible.
Anywho.
Staples.
So yeah, I rounded up a group of people to come with me. So it was super fun. And my two nephews were there with their two girlfriends, and then my sister, and then one of my nephew's girlfriend's mom. So there's 7 of us total.
Hell yeah.
So yeah. So within the first 5 minutes, my nephew Bryce goes, I really want a jersey. And I was like, bro, I want a jersey too. So he's like, okay, during intermission, let's go get a jersey. And I was like, okay, great, So we were gonna go do that. And we went to the little kiosk because we were too far away from the store. So we went to the little kiosk, and we liked what the white ones look like, but that was the World Junior. That's the men's, not World Juniors. That's just the men's Team USA, the white one. And I was like, I really like the white one too. I'm just a really big fan of away jerseys right now, which usually are the white ones. So he goes, okay, can I get that jersey? And he goes, that's the last one we have. And I was like, dang it. And I was like, it's okay. You should get it. That's if you know this kid, he is all white, everything. He's got a white car, white, glossy white desk, a white iPhone. He's the white user. So I was like, that's you. That looks like you. And he goes, oh, okay. He's like, dang, I feel bad. I know you really want one. I was like, it's okay. I'm just happy you're here. And I was like, but there's another kiosk over there. So maybe we should go over there too. So we walk over there, and I was like, oh, they have this one. And I was like, can I get that jersey? And he goes, yeah. Keep in mind, they were Bryce got a size medium, and this one was a size large, I think it is. Maybe this is a medium. I don't know. His was a small, whatever it was. It ended up being the size. When we tried them on, I was like, his fits. And I was like, get it. And then so I tried it. I was like, it fits. And I was like, okay, I'll get it. He goes, that was the last one. We got the last 2 jerseys in the arena.
No.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I love it. I love the blue though. I think the blue is really sharp. It's so a navy blue. It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's super sick. So that's the old jersey story.
I love it. You got another jersey to the collection. But Didn't I see some photos of you at that game in some Team Canada gear initially?
No, no, that was the game before. It was the Kings game.
Okay, good. I was
Hmm.
about to lose it,
Yeah,
but
no,
I'm gonna keep it together.
I could not wear Team Canada to the women's game. No hate against Team Canada for the women's.
No,
I'm just Team USA, Hilary Knight all the way. I'm sorry, Amanda Kessel. Like, let's go.
let's go.
Hey, hands down, hands
Okay,
down.
can you tell me the Hilary Knight story now? And then can you tell me the rest of the experience instead of killing me and everybody
I
else who
sure
listened
can.
last week?
Yeah, yeah, I
Okay.
sure can. So, I posted on Instagram just kind of like the Team USA, Team Canada. It was such a fun game. Like it was like such a cool experience. We'll talk more about that in a little bit because I know this is like killing you. But I fangirled over Hilary Knight because she got into like a little fight right in front of like where we were sitting,
Yes.
and I loved it. And I was like, oh my god, this is so cool. Plus, like the entire game, I'm sitting there, I was like, hey, 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 that's Hilary Knight right there. Like, cause she like, I'm sorry, like I was fangirling, and like everyone knew, like they were like hitting me. They're like, there she is, there she is. And I was like, I know. So I just tagged her in the post just because like whatever. Like I tagged Kenny Chesney on my post the other day, like in his No Boots Nation liked it, whatever. Like you could tag people all the time. No one's ever gonna see it. So the next morning I'm at work and I got a notification on my phone and I looked down and I did like a double take and I like swiped up really quick to unlock my screen. I looked down and I looked over and I was like, Hilary Knight just liked my photo. So yeah, I took an instant screenshot and I was
Of
like, I had to.
of course.
I'm saving that. And
What
I
was the
saved it.
picture of?
Well, she liked the post. It was one I
Okay.
had her tagged in, which I believe was like the lineup. So the two of
Yeah.
the Canada and USA like facing each other at center ice. Sick photo.
Hell
Props to
yeah.
myself. Yeah.
I can't believe she liked your picture. She knows you
I
exist.
know. I
You should have
know.
you should have like replied in the post like, "Hey Hillary, come on the podcast."
I probably couldn't even talk to her. No, I
Yeah,
probably
you
could.
can.
I'll be fine. I'll be fine. Yeah, but isn't that cool?
That is
And then
so
like I
cool.
and then like I re-tagged her in my New Year's post. And our friend Sean, your daily edit,
Yeah.
basically fangirled with me. And he's like, I can't believe that. And I was like, bro, I know. And he's like, that's better than the Kings liking my post. And I'm like,
Oh yeah. 100%. Better
yeah,
than a team liking your post. You had a play you have a one of the best players
absolutely.
liked
Yeah,
your post. This is
I know.
huge.
I know.
Huge.
And she's my favorite.
I I
I
I
know.
I I don't even know what to say. I would have freaked out
I know.
too. But I'm like kind of sad I didn't get to freak out with you when it happened.
I know.
Because then I saw and I'm like, oh, Hilary Knight liked your picture. What's going on? It's just,
I know.
I don't know what's happening.
I hyperventilated too. Almost like when Lainey Wilson said my name twice in that live stream. I was
Oh
like,
my
oh my
god.
god. Which when this episode comes out, I would have seen Lainey Wilson 2 days
Listen,
prior on Sunday.
listen. I went to look. She is coming to the city in which I live, Breezy, and the concert is sold out.
But you can probably get tickets on StubHub. They'll just be a little bit more expensive. You should go.
How do I do that? What? They sell
Go to
resell
you
tickets
just
on
go.
StubHub?
Yeah. Yeah, people resell all the time.
Okay. Because on Ticketmaster, it was like all sold out. I might be going by
Yeah.
myself because I don't think anybody I know here likes country music, which is fine. I don't need nobody.
You don't need nobody. You got Lainey, that's why.
Laney,
Lainey will be there with
exactly.
you.
I go wear my cowboy boots, my bell bottom pants.
Mm-hmm.
I go all out. Fringe
Mm-hmm.
dress. I've got a Miranda Lambert fringe dress I could wear. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm always ready for country music.
Yeah. There you
But I'm
go.
really excited you're going to go. I just wish it
I
could
know.
be with you, but
I
I'm going to have
know.
to
Me
find
too.
some bootleg tickets for sure.
Yeah.
Or
I'll
maybe
help you
just,
look for them.
okay. Or maybe I just like go to the venue outside and just be like,
Uh-huh.
we'll buy your extra ticket. Like make a sign.
Yeah.
like
Or
those
maybe if you
people.
have like a group, like a Facebook group or something, like in your city that's like, hey, selling tickets, anybody interested? That happens all the time too.
Oh, oh, okay.
Yeah.
I gotta
Or
make
like you
this
can post
happen.
like looking for one ticket to the Laney Wilson show if anybody has an extra one.
Okay.
We got to get you to go.
I know.
And I'm kind
Then
of
we could
sad that
talk
like I'm
about
not
it.
going to be able. Yeah, and I want to be able to like talk about it, but like this episode's coming out because we had to pre-record it because I'm an idiot and I'm gone in Chico this upcoming weekend. But it's okay. We'll talk about it next week.
It's okay. All right. Sorry. I
Teaser,
got
another
this.
teaser.
Another teaser. Got distracted. Okay. Go back to Team USA game versus Canada. What did the people who were with you, how did they feel about watching women's gonna call it professional women's hockey because that's like
Yeah.
what it is.
Yeah, so when I originally, I think I talked about this before, when I originally brought it up to everyone, only a couple people knew that there was like an actual like women's team. Um, everyone was so like once I asked, everyone's like, yeah, like I want to go. I didn't know that there was a team. I want to go. I want to go. We had really good seats, super close,
Yeah.
super cheap. I was like, I just like robbed basically like this good of a game and this good of an atmosphere for
You just
this cheap.
robbed you just
I
robbed
just
Hilary Knight.
I just robbed Hilary Knight. No, I did not. I'm sorry for not done that. Just kidding. Um, but no, everyone was super excited. We had just gone to the Kings game on Saturday, so the women's game was on Monday, so like a day and a half later, whatever it was. Um, I personally thought it was more fun than the Kings game. Two two other people said that they thought the Kings game was more fun just because they had never really been in an atmosphere like that. Completely different atmosphere to some
Yeah.
extent. But everyone thought it was fun. Everyone was excited. They were hyped up. We were able to like explain the game a little bit better to those who hadn't really been hockey fans for a super long time. It was just such a great time. It was so
Good.
fun. Like I got like hyped up. Like I was like standing up and like, yeah, my nephew and I were like, yeah. Well, the one nephew that's not like super quiet, Bryce,
Right.
the all
With
white
the
guy. We were all like, yeah, they were scoring goals, and we are like, yeah,
I
it's
love it.
fun.
I love
Yeah,
it. I love that
yeah,
this I'm so glad you finally got to go and
yeah,
watch and
yeah,
see. I mean, and you said it yourself, Hillary was like fighting somebody.
yeah,
Women's professional hockey is just as exciting as the men's. It just you got to go check it out for yourself. I promise you, you will not be disappointed. It's worth checking out if you have a team
yeah,
in your area.
definitely, yeah. And they did a teddy bear toss. So
Oh,
the first goal happened within like the first couple minutes. Team Canada, I believe, did it, and like I knew that they were gonna do a teddy bear toss, but I've never like witnessed a teddy bear toss in like real life. So then like the goals like went and all of a sudden all these teddy bears are just raining. And I'm talking like I'm sitting there and I'm like, what the hell is happening? Like this is the coolest thing. It took like
oh,
10 minutes to get all the teddy bears off the ice, but they also did a chuck a puck, which I missed because I was getting a jersey. And then saucer pass, which was like the hot one. So
yeah.
another Kings in Arena host, Kayla, she like hosted it where the captain for the women's Kings League in the
Okay.
area. I'm drawing a blank. I should know this, but um, she had to answer questions basically about women's hockey, and she was eating super hot wings. Um, so
Fun.
it was cool. Dustin Brown was in the building. There was a ton of little kings and little ducks. So
Oh,
everyone was walking around there like little kings and little ducks. So that was really cool to see. And you could just tell that they were all having a good time. They were all comfortable. They were like walking in between the aisles, waving at their friends. So um
oh,
that was cool.
that's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
I've never seen a teddy bear toss in real life either. Do
It
they
was
do that in the National League? Do they do that in the NHL? I feel like
I
they don't do
think
that
no,
anymore.
I think it's like NHL rules that they can't do it. I was talking to Tracy, our friend Tracy, who works for the
Mm,
Kings.
did you see Tracy?
Um, I did see Tracy. We got to talk about that.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
Yeah, so we she had said that it's NHL rules that I think that you can't do a teddy bear toss, but I think if you they make like a special exception or something, they might be able to,
Okay.
yeah, to do something. But happens in AHL,
Yeah.
so maybe go to one
And
of
in
those.
college too.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
yeah.
What
What
else?
else? What
Hit me. I'm
else?
trying not to look at our rundown, you guys, because I don't want to like
Oh,
ruin. I don't want to spoiler alert. I saw that like you put some of this stuff on the rundown, and I was like, oh, avert the. Don't look. Close
yeah,
the
yeah,
dock.
yeah,
Close the dock because I didn't want
yeah,
to
yeah.
know what was going on. Okay, what else about the women's game?
It was a final score 3-2. Canada won in overtime, which was still fun. Like there was a ton of the crowd is pretty 50-50. Like I think Team USA had maybe a little bit more people in the building. Um, but there was a lot of Team Canada. I'm telling you, like USA, USA. That is the funnest thing to do. Like, yes. And they are coming back in 2027 for the Olympics.
Okay.
I think it
Oh
is.
right,
So
that's in
so
LA.
I looked down the aisle because I was sitting, it was like Bryce, Mariah, me, Sarah, Zach, and then my sister. And I looked down like this and I looked like this and I was like, so, and then the two girls looked at me and they're like, we're going.
Yes. This week's episode of the House of Hockey podcast is brought to you by
The NFL playoff picture is locked in, and my go-to place for wild card round action is DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. To kick off the road to Super Bowl 57, new customers can bet just $5 and get 200 in free bets instantly. Plus, all new and existing customers can get a no sweat bet each day of the wild card round this weekend. Just place any NFL bet of your choice, and if it loses, you'll get a free bet back up to $10. Action so good, why bet NFL playoffs anywhere else? Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code THPN, that's THPN for the Hockey Podcast Network. New customers can bet $5 on the NFL and get 200 in free bets instantly. Only at DraftKings Sportsbook with code THPN. Minimum age and eligibility restrictions apply. See show notes for details.
Have you shopped at Pure Hockey? They are America's largest hockey retailer with dozens of stores and the option to shop online. If you or any of your kids play hockey, Pure Hockey is the place to find just about all of your equipment, skates, sticks, gear, bags, jerseys, and accessories. Plus, Pure Hockey is one of our affiliate partners. Next time you break your hockey stick or your kid grows out of his skates, why not check out purehockey.com? While you are looking for hockey equipment, you can also browse around for merchandise from your favorite NHL team, you know who Breezy's and mine are, and make gift giving even easier for your hockey-loving friends and family. And do us a favor, use our special link for purehockey.com when you browse the site and make a purchase, because we'll receive a small commission, which helps me and Breezy create this podcast. Head to the episode's show notes for the special direct link to shop at purehockey.com.
I met Mikey. So I was gonna meet Mikey when I went to the Kings game on Saturday, but he was
Mhm.
working.
Right.
It's kind of hard. It
Tell
was kind of
everybody
like a
who
last
Mikey
minute thing.
is.
So Mikey is the in arena host for the LA Kings. He is
Him and
a super
Kayla
fan.
do it
Yeah.
together.
Yeah, he's a
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, so he is a super fan of the pod. He's so fun. He's like the number one hype man, MVP. He puts Pauly D to shame with his fist pumping because he was like, hyphy, hyphy, such good energy. I mean, I feel like he was probably what pumped me up the most on all those USA chants. I'm gonna
Oh
be
yeah.
honest.
Well, so I woke up because like time change or time
Hmm.
zone differences, right? So like Breezy was
Yeah.
at the game when I had already gone to bed, and I woke up and I had like a ton of messages and stuff, and I was like, "What is happening?" And I saw that you got to meet Mikey, and I was like, "Yes, finally, it's
Yeah.
happened!" Like, first of all, first you finally got your butt to a Kings game. then, well, you met Mikey at the women's game, but that doesn't matter either way.
Because he was a
like,
fan there.
Yeah. Ringo, we're recording the podcast, please. Okay.
Yeah, so Mikey was there as a fan, not working. So he was on like fan mode. But I mean, it's Mikey through and through. He's such a good in-arena host too. So if you guys haven't been to a Kings game, you should go because Mikey really does. He really does a good job there. So we'll get to that. But yeah, it was fun because I had messaged because Mikey goes, I'm going to be mad if you don't meet up with me. So it was during intermission. I had to go to the bathroom. So I DM'd him and I was like, hey, like, you want to meet up? And I'm walking into the bathroom and he's right next to the bathroom. So I like waved and he goes, what? I was like, I just messaged you. And he goes, I didn't even say it. So he goes, we got to go take a picture over here by the King sign. So we walked over there. We took a picture. And then he was like, I'm going to come find you. But he was like jumping from like section to section, but like you knew where he was because he was like getting the crowd hyped up in every section that he was sitting in. So then he ended up coming over and sitting with me for a little bit. Like he sat on the row below, and he was with Jesse Cohen from All the Kingsmen podcast. He's the host, so he interviews like a bunch of Kings players and people. And
did you get any inside scoop that you can't say on the air?
Maybe, I don't know. We'll talk about it later. But and then Mike Zytek, who is the Ontario Rain photographer, so he was there too. So I met him. He takes some really good photos. So yeah, that's
very
some
cool.
Good people. Yeah, my other notes here are Hilary Knight Instagram, which we already went through, and jerseys, which we already went through.
And I saw a video or a picture of Mikey on the Jumbotron as a fan firing up the crowd, and I was like, next level. He is next level. I have not met him either. I haven't. So
you're missing out.
You got to meet him first.
He's probably one of my favorite people. He's so fun. Oh
my God.
And then I told him, I was like, hey, will you do a story takeover for me? And he goes, yes. I'm so nervous. What do I do? And I was like, do whatever you want. Like, this is your job, dude. And so he was like, I'm on the Jumbotron. I was like, you're always on the Jumbotron. So I handed him my phone, and then he decided to talk to me. I wasn't expecting to be in that video. I was kind of watching the game, but he did such a good job.
Oh my God, yeah. Okay, so this was my first thought. My first instinct when I saw like all the video, like all the stuff happening, and you were like, I have so much to tell you. I was like, I wonder if her worst nightmare came true and Breezy was on the Jumbotron. Did that happen?
No. I'm good. We were sitting in an area. Actually, they were doing they interviewed a bunch of people, and they did like the Hot Ones challenge right next to us. So like the drum line was right next to us, but they had like the little backdrops, and they kept turning the backdrop because they were filming. And so we were completely covered, which thank God, or else I would have been on the Jumbotron a lot. But my nephew really wants to be on the Jumbotron. And I was like, well, if you want to be, just walk down 3 steps. And he goes, oh, should I? And so next Kings game, he wants to get on there. So I talked to Mikey already. So
yeah, I think you can make that happen.
Yeah.
But now go to the Kings game. Tell me about the Kings game where you met our friend Alma.
Yeah, so I surprised Rae. Alma was texting us because she is a huge Sharks fan, Timo Meier fan, I guess.
Don't say Sharks fan. She's not a Sharks fan.
Timo Meier fan.
Timo Meier fan.
Timo Meier fan. Trevor Zegers fan. I got and you, girl. A Kings fan. Yeah, so she was texting us, and like as she's texting us, like I'm in the car and like I'm driving. We're like in a lot of traffic. And I'm like, should I say something? I was like, no, I'm going to wait. I'm going to surprise him. Like, I'm going to take a picture and be like, so
guess where I am.
Yeah. So
we're all in a group chat, the 3 of us. Alma's a friend of ours, and I've been trying to get them to meet. But Breezy hasn't been to a game, and it just hasn't happened. And so Breezy's all sneaky McSneakster.
Yeah, I was
not telling us on the chat where she is.
Yeah, sneakerini, and then I just came in clutch with a picture, a pretty sick photo too. Like I was walking in the aisle, and I was like, okay, I gotta do it. And I turned around and I like snapped the pic as soon as like the lights came down on the ice, and I was like, that was perfect. Like That could not work out any better. And then you guys were both really confused. And then, yeah.
Yeah. It's like, wait, where are you? Are you at the game? And Alma's like, I'm here. Where are you? And then they're chatting back and forth when they're gonna meet up. And then I stayed awake long enough to see the picture of the two of them, because if I didn't get a picture, it didn't happen. And then I could go to bed. I was so excited you got to meet her. By the way, Alma, Breezy, and I have something cooking up for all of you listeners as well. That we've talked about at the end of the year, and should be in the works and out, and we'll be able to tell you about it soon. But something that Alma came up with and we're big supporters of. So stay tuned for that teaser number 25.
Yep. It's just big teaser fans over here. But yeah, that was my first time at Staples this season. Actually, I think since it's turned to Crypto Arena, and I'm still going to keep calling it Staples, so you guys just need to deal with it. So my first time there, they had some arena updates. It looks, I mean, you just see kind of the updates, the iconic walkway that the players come in. It's probably one of the best in the leagues. Like, let's be real. The lighting is phenomenal. But they have these huge TVs, like the size of like a house at the very top. Like, they are giant. I don't even know how big those things are, but they're like huge. I text my mom. I was like, "Can I get one of these?" And she's like, "No." Dang it. But one of my favorite things about going to games is their intro, because
Yes.
those intros, they just like hit you in the feels. Like, there's past, present, looking into the future. The fans are involved, and like the Stanley Cup, and like it's just like they like build you up, right? And like they got like the fast paced music, and like LA, blah, blah. I mean, not just LA, but like across the league. Like, those are supposed to get you hyped up. And this intro lacked. Like, I didn't feel anything really.
Oh.
So I was kind of bummed out. But Mikey's energy was really what got me hyped up.
Thank God for Mikey and Kayla.
For sure. Kayla wasn't there at the key at when I was there. I don't think she was there. It was just Mikey, but
yeah.
But yeah, sometimes they do a little duo, but yeah.
Crazy.
That's cool.
You saw Tracy?
Also,
Oh, go ahead.
yeah, also an update was they have like Amazon Market shopping. This blows my mind.
Go
How do they
ahead.
know? How do they know what I'm buying?
I
You
don't
have
know.
to They have like these like little like bars, and you had to like put your credit card into them, pull your credit card out, and the bars open, and you basically go and like get whatever you want.
Yep.
And then like if
No
you're buying
point
an
of sale
alcoholic,
checkout.
if you're buying like an alcoholic beverage, like they just check your ID, and then you have to open it before you walk out. But then you just walk out.
Yeah.
How
I
do
did
they
that
know?
in Boston at the TD Garden, which I
Yeah.
didn't talk about because I talked about 500 other things during my time at the game. But I was like, okay, let me try this and see how this works. Like, I needed a water, and the same thing, you put the credit card in. I was like, but how do they know? She's
Yeah.
like, there's so many cameras that like somehow, I don't know. They have that at Sam's Club too, where you put the cart, you just put your cart and it like scans it. I'm too scared to try it. I guess I should try it.
Yeah. Wild. That's
Technology,
all I gotta
man.
say. That's all
It's
I gotta say.
crazy.
And the Kings beat the Sharks in a shootout win. So it was a good game for everyone I was with. I was with my two nephews and their two girlfriends. And the only game my nephews have been to is a preseason game. So it was an experience for them.
Nice.
We got an Adrian Kempe bobblehead. Super sick.
Nice.
Zach's girlfriend had never been to a Kings game before. So first for her, it was awesome. And then Bryce's girlfriend had been before, but not for a while. So it was really exciting for all of them.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
It's always a good time there. I'm sorry that the opening video wasn't as hyped,
That's okay.
but
That's okay.
you know.
It could have been just me. I have very high expectations for like stuff like that, so probably my fault. But the game was good. The game
Yeah,
was fun. That's all that
always.
mattered. Yeah.
Okay, and then what about Tracy? You saw our girl
So
Tracy. She was on episode number 2 or 3 of the podcast. I don't know.
yeah,
Go back and look.
and
She's an
she was on
OG.
again. Yeah, she was on again with Curtis
Oh
Gabriel
yeah.
and Pride Tape.
Mm-hmm.
I'm drawing a blank on his name, which he just sent us Do you have it?
Yeah.
You
I didn't
have
know if
it.
you had it.
I had it. Yeah, I just
Oh,
well,
good.
it was during our week off.
I
I have it
know.
right
Well,
here.
another teaser, but Pride Tape partnered it's Jeff, yeah.
Jeff.
It's
Yeah.
called Hockey is for Everyone. It's part of the Hockey is for Everyone Who's Hockey, and it's a book for kids about all of the inclusivity and differences that people have. There's even a dog in the book, and we're going to have
Yeah.
him come on and talk about it after we read it because I obviously haven't read it yet. It's a
Yep.
beautiful book. I got 2 copies. I can't wait to send one of them to a friend of mine who has young kids and get them into hockey and learn
Yeah.
everything. It's the subtitle is A Hockey is for Everyone book about acceptance. Search for teammates and you'll find friends. Love it. I'm so glad he sent us this book. You can get it, I think, anywhere, probably NHL.com. But get it for your kids now if you got kids or nephews or nieces or grandkids or whatever that it might be for you. But anyway, Pride Tape, go on.
Yeah, we'll put a
Tracy.
link. Yeah, we'll put a link
Yeah,
to the
we'll link
book
it.
in our blog that will be out this week. So
Yeah.
Tracy was out sick for the Kings game, so I did meet Tracy
Oh,
at the Team USA versus Team Canada
okay, good.
game. So I saw her. It was really good to see her. I haven't seen her in such a long time. So, but she was working, so we only got to chat for a little bit. But she talked to Mikey, and Mikey wants to come on the pod to talk to us, and Tracy wants to come back on the pod to talk to us because she misses us.
Yes, I'm here for it.
Yeah.
Great. I'm so
So
glad Mikey
teaser, we
wants to
got
come
those two
on.
coming back. Yeah.
Yes. Okay, good. New stuff happening in the new year for all of you wonderful friends of the podcast. Also, you were right about getting a lot of heat for a social clip that we put together about the gender reveal at the Islanders game. We're getting trolled hard on social media. Both, well, Breezy does the TikTok, and I posted it also on YouTube as a YouTube short. And people are like up in arms over the fact that I don't agree with gender reveals at hockey games. And like the trolls on the internet are insane. But the
They're
real
wild.
people on the internet who've like actually commented when we originally posted that clip, they were like, I agree, this is stupid. I agree, this is stupid. And then all of a sudden, like trolls just come. Like, do they just do this to be to be different? Like to incite a riot? Like they just go against whatever you're saying to start shit? Is that how that works?
Yeah, I think so. The people on TikTok that have been trolling us, it was only like three kids. And when I say kids, I'm pretty sure they were 15 or under. Um, so if you are 15 or under, I'm sorry that I just called you a kid, but
You're a kid.
come
It's
on,
okay.
you're
Yeah,
you're a kid. Also, if you are going to troll us, thank you because it
it
does help
helps.
add that on there. But also, um, maybe have an account where you have more than like 23 followers. Not
Yeah,
that
no
we have many
burner
followers,
accounts.
but it's okay. Like
Yeah.
that's fine. Thank you though.
Sidebar. Got distracted. Okay, what else? What else do we have to talk about? Rivalries
You
in
know,
general.
yeah, I think we should talk about rivalries because the Kings played the Sharks when I was there. Obviously, a huge rival has been for many years. Team Canada versus Team USA, huge rival has been for ever. But it got me thinking. Some of the best rivalries in the NHL are noted as the Bruins and Habs, Leafs and Habs, Penguins and Caps, the Battle of Alberta, so Flames and Oilers. Is it Kings and Ducks now? Kings and Knights, Kings and Sharks. You got, Hawks in Detroit, but Hawks and Preds. Like, there's so many different ones. In Hawks and Blues, Preds and Blues,
Mm-hmm.
Lightning and Panthers. Like, but some of these games that you see now, like, are rivalries dying? Are they getting more aggressive? Are they changing? Are they as exciting as they were before? Like, how do you feel?
I don't know if they're getting more aggressive, but I also haven't been to like a rivalry game.
Mm-hmm.
Like I mean, I went to a Ducks Kings game, but I would not say I felt unsafe in any way, that like the rivalry was getting like really heated with fans.
No, it's more of like the like that's the freeway face off. So like it's like a
Right.
rivalry because like it's the same, like they play each other often.
Right.
But
Right.
like
Because
I
they're
feel like it
division in the
changes so
division.
much. Yeah.
It does. I
Especially
think,
for the Kings, because like there's so many teams in California and in like surrounding areas. Like Vegas obviously has just become a super big rival, but like when you think about like Bruins and Habs, but like arguably like Bruins and Pens too, right?
yeah. Yep. For
Pens and
sure.
Flyers.
Yep. Yep. I don't know what's, I think it depends on your team and like what year you were a fan, like you became a
Yeah.
fan because the
Yeah.
rivalries have changed. Like you could say that the Hawks and the Preds have a rivalry because of like, you know, playoff,
Recent.
right? Like
Yeah.
recent like playoff things or but like notoriously Chicago and Detroit are rivals. And I got a fun fact for you. I actually did research.
Let's do it.
The Red Wings and the Blackhawks have faced each other in more regular season games than any other two teams in NHL history. Obviously, because they're original six. Only the Bruins and the Canadiens, also original six rivalry, exceeds them in total games played when Stanley Cup playoff games are included. So, like, yeah, that stat's like a little skewed because they're obviously part of the original
Mm-hmm.
six teams and they've played each other the most, but like that all changed, of course. So, you know, but
Yeah.
if you go to a Hawks game and it happened during, I'm pretty sure it happened during Hosa's retirement ceremony. For no reason, Chicago fans, no matter who they're playing, will just start a Detroit sucks chant. So like that rivalry and tradition is like still very much alive.
Yeah.
So I can speak to that and I'm like here for it. And then those should be kept around. And I was like, why do we do this? Like, why do we chant Detroit sucks when we're not playing them? And they were like, I don't know, we just do. And I was like, okay, that's not really an answer, but okay. So
Yeah. Yeah. You'll take it. You'll go for it.
but like do the Kings, let's say like when the Kings play the Knights, like in the arena are fans like Knights suck or like do
Yeah.
they that's
Yeah. I think, I mean, they do a chant every single game with whatever team that they're playing, so and so sucks.
right.
Um, but I feel like since Vegas has become a team, the fans just kind of, I mean, everyone ended up being a Vegas fan for many different reasons, just because they were
Yeah.
the misfits. They were sick marketing, cool logo, cool jerseys, like in Vegas, like they got this whole thing going for them. But the fans just like they come in hot and they were vocal.
Yeah.
And I mean, it came down to like there's beers being thrown from the third tier down to the first tier. Like there's fights that were breaking out. So I think it just becomes a rival, especially when the team is doing good and
Mm-hmm.
another team is not doing good, who had been doing good,
Yeah.
the Kings. And so I think those things just kind of they start. And I would honestly say that probably the Kings and Knights have one of the bigger rivalries now over Kings and Ducks and Kings and Sharks. And I'm probably
Yeah.
people would probably disagree with me, but personal opinion, but like the Kings have just faced so many playoff rounds versus the Ducks and versus the Sharks and like all being California teams.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a rivalry in general. But like so I think that's like almost like common at this point.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, like it's like, oh, yeah, they're playing the Ducks, or oh yeah, they're playing the Sharks. Like it's gonna be like probably a rowdy game. It's gonna be an aggressive game. Like they're gonna fight. Maybe not like fist fight, but like it's gonna be like a fast, like hard hitting game.
Yeah.
But when the Knights come to town, I feel like it gets a little bit more like flashy and
Mm.
like a little bit more cocky, maybe.
Mm.
That's what I'm getting at.
Yeah. I
Personal
mean,
opinion.
yeah, you could argue that the Blackhawks have a rivalry with the Kings for going back to back every
Absolutely,
other year
yeah.
for cups. And like, I remember being absolutely terrified going to one of those playoff games during one of those years in a Blackhawks jersey in Kings territory. I was like,
Yeah.
it is unsafe. It is unsafe for me here with the girlfriend that I was with in our Blackhawks jersey. But by the way, somebody bought the jersey off her back. She had obviously another shirt underneath, but like
Mhm.
it was a Taze jersey. And I think it was from the first cup,
Uh-huh.
and it had the patch on it. And he was like, I've been
Uh-huh.
looking for one of those. Like, I'll give you $200 for it. And she's like, okay. Just, so it worked. But I mean, that's a rivalry for sure.
Yeah.
I would say there's all kinds of little sub pockets of rivalries that are there,
Hmm.
but I mean, I hope it continues. I don't want this to stop. They can't be dying. We need more of these. I'm glad we
Yeah.
have like new ones like the Lightning and the Panthers. Like those two teams have been there for a very long time in Florida, but they weren't a rivalry per se
Hmm.
until recently when they become better. So is that what qualifies a rivalry? Like the two teams have to also be good or evenly matched and then like knock each other out of playoff contention? I
Yeah.
think it's got to have some stakes to it. I think obviously there's all the in like the divisional rivalries, right? Because they all play each other a lot
Hmm.
or their neighboring cities, and then that comes with the fact that like each city also has its own identity. Like if you go like Pittsburgh to Philly, like that they're both in the same state, but they're both very different cities and they have their
Hmm.
own rivalries within that like of tradition. So, and then
And
add a
then,
hockey team.
yeah. And then now you're gonna have probably the Canucks and the Kraken because they're so close
Yeah.
to one another. But then people are now arguing that I've seen just chitter chatter online that the Kraken and the Knights would be a pretty big rivalry. So that one seems a little far fetched to me. But
I feel like that's a stretch, like just because they're the
yeah,
two newest teams in the league. I don't think that constitutes a rivalry.
yeah, I don't know. So would you
I
say
don't.
your favorite rivalry would be Detroit and Hawks?
Of course.
Of
Of
course.
course. We
Of
chant Detroit
course.
sucks in the middle of a game when we're playing the Kraken. Like,
Yeah.
how can you not love that? The history. I love the history of to
Yeah.
it. What's yours?
I don't know. Part of me, like, I don't know. I really don't know. And you got to also put in, I mean, you got to look at the Islanders, the Rangers, and the Devils. Like, that's got to be a weird little loop of a rivalry. My favorite rivalry, I just feel like anytime the Kings and the Ducks play, it's kind of fun, but like kind of sucks at the same time, just because like I get so mad when the Ducks win. Um, the Kings and the Canucks also had a rivalry for a really long time. So um, I think Preds and Stars have one going, and Preds and Blues have one going too. I think Preds and Blues, just from what I've seen people talk about, like how people were like who were traveling from Nashville to go watch a Blues game, they were like kicked out of the arena because they were wearing Preds gear. Who knows what was saying if they deserve to get kicked out or not? I can't attest for that, but um, I don't know. I just feel like they're all fun. I don't think
Yeah.
I could pick a favorite.
All right. That's fair. I'll let you have that. But I do think
Thanks.
a rivalry is,
That's a very breezy answer. I'm sorry.
yeah. Well, I hope every team wins. Um,
No, not every team wins. I don't want every team to win.
I'm just giving you a hard time. I'm glad we've got rivalries and
Yeah,
I'm here for it. Let's make some more.
I agree.
Okay. Anything else we have left out of what has occurred during your time? I think we covered it all.
I think so. I'm not feeling as like hyped up anymore, so I think I finally got all of it off my chest.
Good. Good.
Yeah, it's been brewing.
It was
It's been
hyped.
just like it's been like, yeah, I know. I came in hot today. I'm sorry.
I loved it because we had a change in our schedule and I was like, I did a hard right turn and I was like, okay, we're doing the podcast. So
Yeah,
well, we just moved up our time, that's all. But yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
that's where we're at, folks. Hopefully Breezy and I will both be able to tell you about our experiences at the Lainey Wilson concert in different states, as well as, getting ready for I guess we are close to the
trade deadline. Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of forgot we're in January now, and that's in February.
Yeah.
So I guess I take back that statement I said about not being that close to the trade deadline when we actually are.
Yeah.
So
Gotta take it back.
I take it back. No take backsies. Is that what they say? No takey backies? What is it?
No takesy backsies. I don't know.
No take
Nothing
backs.
sounds right to me.
I know.
No
Holiday
take backs.
fuzz, middle of winter, middle of the hockey season. Listen.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, I'm looking
Okay.
around. I don't think I have anything else to show you. I did get a new Kings jersey.
Who'd you get?
I
And
got
what'd you get?
hometown boy, Thousand Oaks native, Trevor Moore. I had to. I
I
absolutely had
support
to.
that.
Yeah.
Authentic or reverse retro reverse or whatever.
It is the home one, the black one.
Nice.
It's so sparkly too. I pulled it out of the package. She's like, "Why is it so sparkly?" My sister goes, "It's like glittery. Like, do you want me to bedazzle it for you?" And I was like, "No,
Yeah.
no, no, absolutely not."
You know who would love that? Our friend Alma. Bedazzle it. Yes.
I know. You want to see it?
Yeah, I want to see it.
You got to see how
I
like
want to see the sparkle.
I don't know if you can. I don't know if you can see
Yeah.
this. Oh, there you go.
Oh yeah. It's
It's,
glittery.
it's sparkly. It's
It's
sick though.
sparkly. It's like
Trevor
Hollywood,
Moore,
baby.
Hollywood.
It is.
Yeah, it's pretty sick. I like
Because
it. It's
that might be the Knights might have some sparkle in their jersey. I don't think a lot of
yeah.
teams have sparkle in their jersey.
No, the Knights do. It's like the gold sparkle. So
Yeah. They copied
I'll take
you.
it. Yeah.
You did well.
Thank you.
Jerseys, hockey games, you met all the people.
Hilary Knight knows who I am. And
She's
Lainey
gonna,
Wilson.
yeah, she's gonna come on our pod, hopefully.
Yeah. We've given so many name drops in the last couple episodes. Hope all of our friends are happy. All of our supporters are happy.
And
Um,
hopefully they'll all be on the
and if
pod.
anybody, any other 15 or younger wants to troll us because we didn't mention their name, drop your name in a link, a comment below if you would like. Maybe we'll give you a shout out.
Yeah, just keep trolling. It boosts our engagement. So, haha, jokes on you, trolls.
Oh boy.
Bring it on. We can handle it. There's this thing called block that we are fully capable of using. So, bring it on.
Hey, we're going there.
Thanks for coming over to our House of Hockey podcast and hanging out with us. We'll be back next week with a brand new episode. And in the meantime,